his comfort hero on Ember Spirit, so let's see what he can do with this one.
Yeah, we'll see what he can do indeed, and well, we'll take a look as it's game number 2 here between OG and Gaimin Gladiators. It was a fun first one. We had a bunch of kills and a lot of action, a lot of back and forth. I'm hoping this game
Look
goes
at
the same
Yoragi,
way.
his illusions, they have Boots of Speed. He bought it and is sending it back with the courier, so he wants to scout out the mid lane, whether they're placing the ward with illusions, will sell the Boots of Speed. So, pretty neat trick you can do.
So just quick Boots of Speed, and then he switches over to the Circulate, Slippers, Mango, and a Branch there for him as we see a little bit of a skirmish up in the top lane for a second. Misha, DM, and Taiga here together. As we've seen some tri-lanes. Is that happening here at all? Is it possible to happen here at all?
I wouldn't mind. Maybe they can start to try to get a kill. There is a point in Leech Seed. Ursa does not like to get tri-lane against, and having Naga Siren solo against Broodmother, also having Morana, I don't think that's that bad of an idea. But if he wanted to play it solo, he would probably bot Tangos on Yoragi. He can still bring it with the courier.
The battle begins.
Potentially, yeah, but it looks as though Misha is making the long walk down here. So we'll see how this goes. Ace and Tofu here once again. Yeah, we take a look at the bounty runes. 2 and 2. Whew. A lot of gold so far.
Misha will deward that sentry ward, so the small camp will be open. Trading against Morana, Tofu, this time around starting with Starstorm. He wants to match damage output from Thunderstrike, but still one of the highest damage output spells level 1. Hard to difficult to deal with. And also, like, Arrow not that strong in the lane since you have Naga Siren and the illusions. She can easily block it. You can see the power of this Thunderstrike. Misha holding onto 2 mangoes. They're playing very aggressive.
Always feels like you're doing a good job on Disruptor if you're out of mana and just constantly putting that mana into damage. That's exactly what Misha's doing here and trying to do with those mangoes. Is we're also taking a look at all 3 lanes in that triple split.
The technology that we have in 2023. I'm not sure when we added that, but it's a pretty cool feature. You know, check what's happening in all 3 lanes so we don't miss anything.
3 screens. I only have 2 eyes. Is I think the spam in chat, right?
Probably not, but
Oh.
Okay. Looking at the top lane and looking at the odds, OG still favored, not by much, by esportsbet.io.
Yeah, I mean that's really looking at those odds. That's kind of the feel of what we had in game 1, right? It was that even.
It was close. Yeah, it was definitely back and forth game, and we see why, you know, they are pretty similar.
I think the styles are definitely similar for these 2 teams. So seeing them go up against each other and really, when you look back at game 1, if there's a game you want to watch, game 1 was certainly, you should go back to it when you get a chance after this game. But go back to game 1, take a look, and you'll see how close it was. It was a couple Satanics that were the difference maker, and some snowballs as well, hooks here and there. It was a fun
Celery could be in a bit of a trouble. Cookie is available.
I'm not going to use it just yet. Well, how do you feel about the Snapfire Treant lane?
Not the lane we see often. I'm more of a Treant position 5 guy until I saw Kataomi played as a 4. You like when he got that Blink Dagger, Refresher on Treant Protector. You can make it work. It's a bit of a different hero to play from Pos 4, but it's a lot of damage. Crystal Maiden definitely needs to be careful with her positioning. They cut down all the trees. Doraccio has an extra job, an extra task in this lane. Use the Calling Blade every single time it's available. Naga Siren 9 CS compared to Broodmother's 10 and 4.
And make sure those trees are down. And yeah, like you said, it's pretty even in CS down here. Mid as well, it's all over. It's even. Nobody really taking a clear-cut lead at the moment. So lane pushing in, and we'll try to get the pull over so they could get this creep equilibrium to go back towards the towers of Gaimin Gladiators.
Some nice denies from Ace. Both range creeps denied. He decided to go for 2 raid bans. We see that either 1 or 2 on Broodmothers early on. One of the best item out of 3.
Celery in trouble and gonna get low here. Taiga thinking about going under the tower to get this kill. And that play to put him in a spot where Duraccio gets the kill. But DM with the body blocks keeps him away from the tree and protector. And
another
he'll just
Earthshock's
output some
available.
damage as Scatter Blast, Leech Seed going the other way. All of a sudden, Taiga feels
Cookie
pretty
on
strong.
2.
Yeah, hits both of them. Celery and Duraccio need to back away as it goes one way, the other, then back. It's really indicative of what this series feels like thus far.
You need to get stuff done in this lane. Like, you need to be able to kill Hero with the Leech Seed and a full combo from Snapfire. Otherwise, Gaimin Gladiators, they're gonna punch back. We see the power of Ursa. 2 points in Fury Swipes once you start to get those stacks, and the Crystal Maiden gets another round of spells. Mid, pretty even. 23, actually equal.
Net. And they've got this Mirana in trouble. Tofu running from Yuragi. Ace trying to go the other way. They've got the glimpse back onto this Broodmother. A lot of damage being done again onto these heroes, but nobody dying. As Tofu able to limp away.
You can see the build on Tofu. He didn't even skill the arrow. Wants to maximize the damage output against the illusions. Those illusions should definitely give out more gold. Killing level 1 illusions give you 2 or 3 gold. It should not happen. I remember when TA traps were 1 gold. Glimpse back.
Everything should give
Misha
just a
should be
little bit
fine.
more.
5 minutes, completely different game. Quinn. Taiga's making a rotation.
Yeah, they have the Leech Seed. They're going for the first blood. TP over. Not going to be in time. Celery shows up. But now what? You're here. You throw a Frostbite out, a Crystal Nova, but...
He showed up.
Okay. Just there to show up and throw some damage out.
Taiga, very active. You don't expect this kind of a move from position 4 Treant, who doesn't even have boots. He's very sluggish as a hero. 305 with Windlace.
Moving so fast. So Celery showing back up towards mid. And looking to just secure this 6-minute rune. They've also got Misha nearby, so both supports are here for OG. This is no surprise. We see this in a lot of games where the supports will rotate to help control.
GG as well. Coming to the mid lane.
And it's going to be top. It'll be an illusion rune for Taiga.
They refilled the bottle on BZM. That's what matters. OG can also leave Yuragi solo against the Broodmother, so he starts to get more levels, puts more points in Mirror Image, lowering that cooldown. Once you hit level 7 with 4 points in Mirror Image, you permanently have illusions.
We're setting up with Taiga again. Is they're going to come across
Quinn
the lane.
still level 5. Can he body block him?
Yeah, Leash C, body block, Celery coming in, kinetic field, it's up! And now the slide, but you are dead, my friend, and Quinn will fall to BZM. Another kill over here mid, and this is Ember really struggling with the rotations that OG's bringing in.
OG understanding where the real threat is coming from. If they kill Ember Spirit, they don't have the playmaker, so killing him once, allowing BZM to get level 6, sticking around, refilling BZM's bottle, and then using Exorcism. Taiga, man, finds another good angle. Misha just in time to put a kinetic field down, and this tower's already dead. It's like down to 400 HP, next Exo, tower is gone.
Yeah, that's a big issue. You talked about it when we were at the pregame moment, right? You need Ember to kind of open it up for Ursa to have a chance to work with this game. And what do you do if your tower goes down mid and Ember has nowhere to go?
It's difficult. Like, he needs to play with Mirana. Ursa's off to a slow start. Broodmother wants to sit in a lane for 15, 20 minutes. She wants other heroes to come to her lane. They were trying to go with the cookie play. Scatter Blast in point-blank range. It's a lot of damage. But Ursa does have a Ring of Health, has level 6, so he can fall back to jungle and farm. Same thing that Yuragi's doing.
Tofu spotted by Misha and Yuragi. They've got the glimpse. Uh-oh, netted up and killed up. Yuragi with another kill for the side of OG. As Quinn's sitting here low, and they are rotating again. They have the Treant coming over. They will have
Stop
3 heroes
rotating
here,
mid,
though.
guys. It's not fair. Let them leave them alone. Let them breathe for a second.
Let Quinn have a moment. Sentry to get this obs out of the way.
Double damage empowers me.
Now they bring Tofu in.
No arrow.
Yeah, Starstorm, not enough damage. Even with that double damage here on Quinn, it's a deterrent, but
Radiant's bottom tower
not exactly that great. Because Quinn is consistently feeling pressure in the mid lane, and now a net on the Quinn.
Duracio's pinging top. He wants DM. Who's going to TP? It's going to be CM. Celery. But the Frostbite.
Here they go. They'll go for this Snapfire.
Oh!
Misha, though.
bottom tower.
Oh, here comes Tofu with a Starstorm. They do get DM.
Middle tower is
Kinetic
under
Field didn't help out enough, and Misha now hit with the arrow that was just picked up by Tofu at level 4. So
That glimpse.
he'll get the kill on Amisha as well.
If he waited for extra 2 seconds, he could have glimpsed Ursa back, but pretty much put him in the same spot.
Might have been enough to get the save if he had. Fortunately, didn't go that way. Exorcism, Spirit Siphon. Quinn, he has that Remnant back towards his team. So he'll take about half health in damage, back away, sip on that
Radiant's
bottle.
middle
Tower
is under attack.
on a mid lane done. And so is the bottom safe lane tower for OG. Now Ace is going to take control of the jungle, going into Mech/Guardian Greaves next. It's very difficult for them to enter the jungle. They do have like pretty decent setup with a glimpse into Kinetic Field.
Oh boy,
Plus-
Quinn again.
He's going to be okay.
Has to Remnant, but again, it's just constant aggression. Misha now in trouble. The arrow's going to come over and be eaten by BZM. They get the kill on Misha, and all of a sudden, Gaimin Gladiators alleviating some of that pressure by getting some kills of their own.
Is under attack.
Ace thinks that he needs to make some kind of a move. He can't just farm jungle.
Ace?
Cookie.
And Kisses. It's a good combination,
DM
especially
snipes
when
him.
you're sick. And they'll get the kill on Ace.
It was a good move from Ace to be able to put some more pressure. Can they find Duragi? He put a point in a song. Can he get it off? Yes,
Yes.
he can. DP is available. We'll get out of the trouble.
Bye-bye.
Kind of a resident sleeper ability there from Naga Siren, but very effective. Going into Manta style next.
Who's over here in the jungle?
Radiant's top
Tofu.
tower is under attack.
Trying to get some warding done.
Dire's
Right.
middle tower is under attack.
And they're looking at Duraccio still. Tyga's been everywhere.
He
really
been
has.
all over the place. Doesn't have as much farm. I think he might struggle a bit finding farm as a position for Treant. They need 6 on Disruptor, then they can go for bigger kills. Ember Spirit, even
Is
Ursa.
under attack.
He was slightly under-leveled. Level 5.5, needs to soak up some of the experience on the mid lane. Ursa's farming well. He's has more farm than Naga Siren.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
so,
tower
so
is
for the
under
moment, he's
Dire's
got
top
a
tower
little
is
bit
under
more than
attack.
the Naga Siren. We'll see how it plays out when the map
Radiant structures are
opens up a bit
fortified.
more here for OG potentially. But for right now, Quinn shows up bottom. They've got an Exorcism being used up towards top to get a tower.
Radiant's courier
Or
has
at
been
least
killed.
try to. It should be secured for them with no
Radiant's middle tower
contest
is
coming in
under
from Gaimin Gladiators.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
12 minutes into the game, mid and top are gone for Gaimin Gladiators, as now the Kinetic Field is wrapping up Celery, and they wait on that glimpse to bring them back towards BZM. But still fast enough to escape both the Death Prophet and the Disruptor.
This opens up the map for OG. They want to have a space to farm.
DM,
DM has mech available and a cookie.
is the team going to be here in time to save him? Cookies, over the trees, away from Duraccio. He doesn't need the team to save him.
And the
just save himself.
Tumblerstoy. Cookie and Tumblerstoy, they didn't even commit with the overgrowth.
Dire are scanning.
Wow. Really little to commit in terms of getting away from that. As Duraccio closing in on this Battle Fury, you've got Ace top of the net worth. Right now, at least, they do have a little bit of a net worth lead on the side of Gaimin Gladiators as they really want those Guardian Greaves to get the sustain. What's next for Ursa?
Radiant's
Battle
bottom
Fury,
tower
and then
is
what are
under
your eyes
attack.
set on?
If he feels... I think BKB is a safer choice into a Blink Dagger, because you want to have another way of dispelling things. Static Storm is going to be a big
Ace.
issue. Misha, can he get the Static Storm off? They might not even need it. Let's
Moonlight
see.
Shadow, and there's the Static Storm, but a trade as Ace kills Misha. You also have Quinn here. Going for BZM, slight in, Spirit Siphon on him, Scatterblast misses. He's still invis. Eventually comes out of the shadow set there by the moon. As Taiga spotted by Dyrachyo and into the trees, he can really play Ring Around the Rosie with this bear. This tree is just right. There's no way for the Ursa to stay with that tree and protector.
No points in Nature's Grasp for Tree and Protector, so he can't really farm the lane. Leech Seed is not that great. He's trying to soak up some of the experience. Cookie will put BZM out of the trouble.
Taiga's still nearby. He'll lose his courier for this. He's standing top, but he hasn't died himself. His courier will.
He's poking the bear. Usually it does not end well from the videos I saw on YouTube.
Yeah, you know, they can climb trees too. Bears. Get enough momentum behind them.
Yeah, I saw bears opening cars, car doors. It's like, yeah, what's up? You guys chilling?
Bears are crazy. I saw these 3 bears. They were just talking about soup and stuff. It's crazy. Bottom lane BZM. Going for the Kai Sanj. And Arrow? No. He recoiled like he wanted to throw it, but chose to not throw it as he sees a couple heroes coming over with this ward on the cliff. BZM right there. Static Storm kisses down. Celery dies. Tofu on the run. BZM and Taiga, well, they've got the vision. They'll get the glimpse out of Tofu. He'll
2 more
leap
leap
away,
charges
and
available.
there's another. Quinn and Ace hanging out. They don't want to fight into the Exorcism just yet, but they do have the Guardian Greaves if things get a little bit iffy for them.
OG needs to get a kill out of a glimpse now that it's maxed out, down to 18-second cooldown. BZM in trouble here.
Yeah, they're in onto the Death Prophet. This Exorcism is going to help out enough. The glimpse away.
Ghosts are coming back,
Ace
so
goes
he's
the other
healing.
way. They've got the heal from the Ghost. The arrow comes through. Yule's up into the air. The Overgrowth comes out from Taiga. And now OG might be looking to turn this one around. Slide again, remnant away from Quinn. There's the Cookie DM. Oh boy, 4 heroes right behind you, especially a Black Widow right there on you, DM. You gotta run. But the chase is on. The damage is there. Tofu gets the kill on a DM.
Both teams do have a lot of sustain, and they don't have much damage. Like, you use this Trade Protector ulti, he doesn't have much to offer. Same goes for Disruptor. If he uses Static Storm, there's not going to be too much of a follow-up. So, Guardian Greaves / Max, Living Armor from Treant. How's Naga Siren looking? She's third most farm hero in the game. Going into Orchid next. This is going to be the big pickup. But Dyrachyo has been farming. He made his stacks for himself in the triangle. Going into Blink Dagger next. Just 300 gold away. Level 12.
Maelstrom also picked up for Quinn here. So the farm's starting to get there. Quinn needs to catch up a little bit. He had a rough time over in the mid lane. Lost that tower very quickly, so his farming spots weren't exactly available to him constantly. So with that Maelstrom farming tool at his disposal to get back towards the top of the net worth. Ace, as well as Tofu, leaping, glimpsing, and dying. But, dying?
He gets
Question
the Guardian
mark?
Greaves off. Another Scatter Blast will finish the job. He used all 3 leap charges as a position for Mirana, so that's going to be
A long time.
a long replenish time until you get those off. I think Roshan is on the menu for OG. 2 points at Exo. They
They're
do
gonna go.
have damage, and also if they ever feel threatened, they can Overgrowth or they can Song of the Siren. Stealing Aegis from Aegis from Ursa lineup is pretty big. I don't think Gaimin Gladiators will fight back. Dyrachyo had enough of this tree.
Stop following me, please! He still can't kill him, though. Glimpse all the way on Quinn, but slight to avoid that.
Quinn, too experienced Ember Spirit player, knows how to dodge those things. He's like, just another day in the office.
So Aegis there for BZM, and like you said, that's not something you really want if you're an Ursa lineup. So the question is, do they want to fight into this? They've got the heroes here. The answer is yes. The Static Storm is down, though. Dyrachyo, uh-oh! They are going to get this kill onto the Ursa. They'll take out Dyrachyo first. The Song of the Siren sings in the ears of Gaimin Gladiators as these heroes that are low start to run away. But BZM, Yuragi, well, they set up again. They reset. The kisses dropping down. The Aegis used. Quinn silenced with a Crypt Swarm and just getting away as the arrow hits from Tofu onto BZM. Sleight of Fist, Searing Chain, Celery, not where you really want to be.
He has no leap charges left.
And they were used earlier in the refresh time, made him very limited in this fight. So they look for Tofu. Quinn and Ace trying to help this Mirana get out, but Yuragi gets the kill. Quinn and Ace can only watch as
There's
they can't get
so
any
much
kills.
sustain on OG. But like both teams have Guardian Greaves. Then again, you have Treant Protector with Living Armor, with 4 points in Leech Seed. It's just way too much. And we can see Dyrachyo jumping in aggressively in that fight, not respecting the damage coming up from the Static Storm nor the Overgrowth. They have pretty much every single ability to keep them inside a Static Storm. Guess he felt safe coming into a fight, thought that I'm gonna pop the Enrage as soon as Treant Protector gets that ulti, but good Static Storm coming out from Misha.
Misha helping to lock down and kill that Ursa. And then the song used to kind of reset their positioning, make sure you can get the Snapfire in a position where those kisses don't get interrupted. They drop down, throw the damage on, and
The old setup from BZM.
Heroes. Kinetic Field, Cookie, it lands, and they've got the Shard on DM, so there's some extra damage there. Overgrowth, arrow in, Ace is dead. Quinn, oh, he's in deep. He'll take out Misha, now running onto the high ground. Dyrachyo blinking in once again, and BZM blows up Taiga. Next there is Dyrachyo trying to create a dam with this wood. And
Ambitious TP.
cut it down to size.
Fighting underneath Observer Ward from Gaimin Gladiators. And this time Dyrachyo comes into a fight and gets stuff done. Also Static Storm did connect slightly on Ember Spirit for a second, but didn't have anything else to keep him in the place. Gem picked up by Misha, which he gave to Snapfire. They want to see Mirana, they want to get rid of a division.
Make sure that they're not fighting on under this vision as they continue to go back and forth. Still a 2K lead here for Gaimin Gladiators. There's the silence thrown over from Yuragi with that Orchid, and has the song.
Flame Guard was up and running for Quinn, so he's fine. Soak up the damage. Crystal Maiden was there. Crystal Maiden deals relatively well with Naga Siren Illusions, where you have a lot of slow, a lot of damage from that Crystal Noah. Also disarm from Frostbite, and like even if you get the freezing field off in a fight, you can survive through the overwhelming damage from Naga Siren and her illusions. Getting that extra armor helps quite a lot.
So can they deal with Yuragi as time goes on? They were trying to look for Tofu there. With Glimpse at level 4, the range on that is very far. So these heroes, if they get close, need to be careful. Might just get glimpsed on back. And he's going straight Axe, by the way, on this Disruptor.
Ambitious.
Hard to get gold as a 5 Disruptor. Ooh, BZM again. BKB, Static Storm, not going to be cared for by Dyrachyo, but they've got the Cookie. Gets him some distance between him and the Bear. But BKB's going to wear out. Moonlight Shadow, BZM trying to survive. They've got a Remnant right on top of BZM that sends Quinn in. The silence on it too. The Overgrowth is there. Now the Kiss is dropping down. Tofu's going to die, but they lose Misha and Taiga. Down goes Celery. Ace with the damage on a DM. Another Cookie for some distance. And Gaimin Gladiators, without these supports, refuse to go any further for the moment.
Dyrachyo feels very comfortable coming into a fight now that he picked up a BKB, has Brigand's Blade, one of the better items you can find. Like, you drop low, you're gonna disappear. One overpower, and all your HP is gone. BZM held onto that Exorcism, but he wants to use it now. Arcane Rune running out. Can they get something done?
Illusion will spot Dyrachyo and just getting some information. Jiragi goes up out on the high ground, sleight of fist, searing chains. There's the Orchid. They've got the glimpse. It's on to Ace. The kinetic field is up with the cookie, but the BKB's been popped by Quinn right at the perfect moment. DM drops immediately. BCM with the exorcism pop, but now 5 heroes around this Death Prophet. Another song.
He does not have a TP. He just TP'd.
Trying to help BCM. Kinetic field with no BKBs available anymore. He's able to walk out of the low ground, but Ace with his webs. He's right there with him. Glimpse back again by this Disruptor. Quinn on him. Quinn killing him. Down goes BZM.
This was really a forced fight from OG.
They want
He
more.
wanted to use that Arcane Rune.
Dire's bottom tower is
Jiragi.
under attack.
Ragged's sitting at
Arrow?
3-0-0. But those illusions, they do suffer against Ursa. Like, Baracchio's going ham with his Ursa. Next item, he was thinking about getting the Basher, but wants to get a Nullifier.
Tower is under attack. Radiant's top
So-
tower is under attack.
He went Battle Fury, Blink, BKB, and now Nullifier.
Yeah, wants to kill that Prophet. I guess that's the idea behind it. Dispel that Yule Scepter. He also has that level 10 talent. I've seen Ursa's picking up both of these talents, but 20 extra seconds on the Fury Swipe reset is pretty big.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nisha denied double damage.
You're not letting it get in the hands of a bear, or into the paws of, or claws of a bear. Meanwhile, somebody's caught in the claws of a bear. It's DM. Use that cookie, gets away from Narachio, and not able to hold on to him. Meanwhile, well, Nisha spotted by Quinn. It's back and forth between Jiragi as well as Quinn, and now the Remnant forward. Yuragi's in trouble. The Overgrowth comes out. Jiragi surviving. It's Taiga. Well, it's being frozen to death and burned at the same time. Both Quinn and Celery. So a double kill there for Quinn. He's dominating. Despite the fact that his lane was rough, he has really accomplished a lot as DM just gets ripped apart by Narachio.
Quinn had a really bad start. He was level 5, but he definitely recovered. He didn't die since the laning stage, so I don't think he died for almost full 20 minutes. And map getting smaller and smaller for OG.
It's a 10,000 net worth lead here for Gaimin Gladiators.
Jiragi's illusions are not as tanky. He does have that Orchid, but doesn't have Heart yet. He's very close to it.
And buys the recipe, hoping to get out there and purchase both the Reaver and the Vitality Booster eventually. But send the Courier out. This is a risky proposition for him to get this
We
Courier
can see
over.
the drawing on the minimap, exactly what Gaimin Gladiators wants to do. Not sure what that is, but it's mid, top, and bottom. So all the lanes are pushed in. You don't expect this to happen since OG's the one who has Nagasar, and usually it's the other way around where teams can't deal well with the illusions.
What's going on with Yuragi's game? Because it's not like he's lacking net worth, right? He's got 15,000 to his name.
They're lacking some instant stuns. They can't control Broodmother, they can't control Ursa. They have, I mean, they do have Overgrowth, but Ursa, if he pops a BKB and Enrage, he's more than fine. So he's going to be saving that Enrage to dispel the Overgrowth most likely, then wait with the BKB, because they can't stun him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, is there any item you'd like them to pick up to kind of mitigate that? Get that extra lockdown? Do you want to see a Hex picked
It's going
up?
to take a lot of time for them to farm a Hex.
Death Prophet has it queued up, but also wants BKB.
Morana.
Net on a Tofu, and then glimpsed back, so they have their hands on Tofu, and they'll lead him up.
We don't see too much of a Spirit Vessel pickups lately. There was some in China. Expensive item, got nerfed way too many times. He does have 2 charges on it. Great against healing from Treant Protector and the Dead Prophet Spirit Siphon.
Roche now up in 45 seconds. This is the big Roche, right? The one that gives Ursa that shard. You get that Aegis. I would say if Gaimin Gladiators even get this Roche, they're probably going to clean up the game. They've just ripped apart Misha. Now they go to the Exorcism. The cookie's going to land on Narachio, but Ace is over to the side with Quinn and Celery. Narachio pops the BKB. Kiss is coming down.
Overgrowth.
Pushing the team back. Overgrowth on a 4. And now gonna get anything from this. Quinn in with the BKB going after Taiga, the Remnant forward. They'll take out the Tree Protector. Now they'll look over to the rest. They've got their hands on Celery. They'll take out the Crystal Maiden. They look for Duraccio, right-clicking down BZM. Close, but a Scatter Blast from DM takes out the Ursa. The Song on 3. Uh-oh, Gaimin Gladiators. They're fighting in OG's arena now. They'll get the kill on a Quinn. They'll look at the rest. They need to run Ace. He's staying nearby thanks to the kinetic field. Ace.
Nade vision,
Oh boy,
glimpse
if they
is
can
available.
Get the vision, can they get the glimpse? Yuragi looking,
Just show me
searching.
where he is.
There
They
it
find
is.
him.
Just on the edge of his vision. They've got the kinetic field once again. The double silence is out with the Orchid as well as the silence coming in for the Death Prophet. These heroes are on them. They'll squish this bug under their boot and kill off Ace.
Ooh, man, what a fight from OG. Ursa jumping in, killing Misha, immediate buyback. He used the full combo. He used the nullifier. I don't think you don't need to use it because he doesn't have a defensive item. He dies under the one Urchok, and I think his job is to lock onto Death Prophet and try to kill her, but BZM's getting more tankier. He has that Kaya Sanj, has a casual plate mail, and the nicely placed overgrowth from Taiga after Ursa used the BKB. Look at his HP here. Like, Misha died, buys back immediately into a fight. He understands, like, yeah, we're taking this fight for sure. And Taiga with the Blink Dagger, overgrowth on 3. BKBs are popped, and then BZM's damage. You can see that they don't have what it takes to deal with BZM once they use their BKBs. They feel relatively scared. Ursa goes in, Yule Scepter, Nullifier was there, but didn't use it on time.
Static Storm also down. It kind of is hard to see that Static Storm with the song, and it's on the webs and everything. But yeah, that's another component of this fight, and that leads them to get the Aegis. They've got the Shard.
DM with the beautiful cookie to scout things out, find Ace. They caught a glimpse of vision, glimpse back. Now Naga Siren picked up the shard from Roshan, so that's going to be their reset tool. They will have extra healing coming out.
5% of their max HP per second for 8 seconds. That's a lot of heal. It's a lot of sustain for this team.
It is. Taiga, we did mention Kataomi on his position 4 Treant Protector. He's going into Refresher. Once you pick that up, if you manage to get 2 Overgrowth ultis in a team fight, control Ursa, while BZM's doing the damage with the Exorcism. He just hit level 18 in that previous fight, so Exorcism's gonna hurt.
Quinn, meanwhile, looking for the Ags. He's almost there. Yuragi, spotted by Duraccio. Now they go to the Moonlight Shadow. They've got the song. This might set up, but instead, OG with the cookie, it looks like their intentions are to just go the other way.
We really haven't seen potential from Ember and Mirana playing together, going for the slight into the Searing Chains arrow combo. Ragi will TP back bottom.
Felt like he was lacking for the longest time.
Yeah, look
in
at
terms
this.
of damage, but
Look at that level 20 talent on Ursa. Still Fury swipes on Naga Siren. Like, she's farming jungle, so you know which one is real. Still has it. Taking extra 245 damage.
that's frustrating. Glimpse. Ooh, forces the BKB. Okay, they don't really need to chase this. They can, though. They have Overgrowth.
Celery trying to stop a Blink Dagger.
Oh, instead, Duraccio's going to them. Cookie back. Static Storm. You don't have a BKB, Duraccio. You're going to be in so much trouble as Taiga goes in, but I say that Crystal Maiden with the ulti. Dropping Taiga. Duraccio on the run from BZM, chasing this bear. They've got DM over on the side. The cookie lands inside of the Crystal Maiden. And Duraccio's going to get away from OG. They'll get 2 kills. They'll look at Ace. He's got that Lotus Orb. And Quinn around the other side. Remnants back towards his team. He's got that Ags now with these Remnants, so you need to be careful if you're OG. You lost both supports. It looked like they were right on top of Duraccio for a second. He even chose to blink back on OG.
Duraccio playing extremely aggressive, toying with them. And Celery stopping the Blink Dagger, going in, so he soaks up the damage instead of Ursa. Duraccio manages to blink out. 2 supports did buyback on OG last time around, so they're going to be dead for another 30 seconds. Lotus Orb, a big pickup. If you throw that on Ursa, it's a way of dispelling the Overgrowth for him, so he doesn't need to commit with the Enrage nor a BKB. Great against the Bloodthorn. dispelling the silence from Dead Prophet.
Quinn. A lot of damage during this silence. All of it.
That's a biggie. That's a huge one. He just got 1,000 gold on Naga Siren.
Just Bloodthorn and just killed him. I didn't think it was going to be enough, but I stand here mistaken. 4-man smoke after that. I mean, Quinn is dead for 50 seconds, so this is problematic for Gaimin Gladiators.
Celery blocking that entrance.
Silence net for Stab, and here it comes. He's gonna die as Dyrachyo finds Taiga, finally being able to take care of that Treant. That pesky Treant that's been right on him for so long. They'll dust the Nullifier on a DM. Jumping Earthshock and the Cookie. Dyrachyo staying.
He does have an Ogre Seal Totem as well. Where's the Overgrowth? He's still dead for 30.
Yeah.
So Dyrachyo getting a kill, getting out of the trouble.
Yeah, but he gets a kill for it and uses BKB again. Showing really kind of how fragile this Ursa is, right? No BKB and all of a sudden Ursa seems very killable.
If he's staying away from the team, Naga Siren with the Bloodthorn, no Dispel on him, they will definitely burst him. 2 Hexes queued up for OG, 1 on Dead Prophet, and 1 on Snapfire. So it's still a long time until they get those, but it's going to be a lot of control for Ursa. This is where Broodmother as a hero starts to fall off. Like 35 minutes into the game, she does have Guardian Greaves, she does have a Pipe, Lotus Orb. Her next item is not going to be like as effective. I think you get either a BKB if you feel like you need to run in, or you get AC to tank up the whole team against this overwhelming physical damage.
Oh, Arrow, that was ambitious.
Lotus Orb immediately.
Lotus Orb and a Cookie away from Gaimin Gladiators.
Butterfly finished on Naga.
How do you hit through this? How do you get the damage to even take out this Naga Siren?
This is now an issue for Ursa, because he is 6 slotted. He can't really sell one of those items to get MKB. So, good thinking from Yoragi. He saw that Ursa committed with his build going for that Nullifier. We still haven't seen it being used to full extent. To lock onto a target, to dispel the Force Staff or Yule Scepter.
Could you get the MKB after you finish this Abyssal and like swap it out for the Battle Fury potentially?
I think if he finds a different tier 4 item, if he maybe finds what's it called, a Flicker, or if he finds Ninja, I think Flicker is the best one because he can dispel things with it and then have extra movement speed. Then you can find the MKB. I mean, his job is not to jump Naga anyway, like instantly. His job is to kill the 2 supports. Maybe if they could go on Dead Prophet, but Dead Prophet's getting tankier and tankier. Level 20 talent, extra 400 HP. Picked up the casual plate mail, so sitting at 30 armor, which is 46% physical resistance. Oh, she also found a blast rig because why not?
Extra 7 armor.
And a miss. Like once Ursa goes in, you have a miss chance for 2 seconds.
So that is a lot working against this Ursa. Gaimin Gladiators still working with a net worth lead, but overall the game sense feels as though OG have control. And it's 50-50 going for the support. Remnant forward from Quinn. Static Storm. Can you go forward with this Static Storm holding him down for a second? Yoragi over to the side. There's the overgrowth from Taiga. But the Remnant back. They get the kill onto the Treant Protector. Both supports are dead. So check 1 for Gaimin Gladiators, but we can't find checks 2 or 3, and that's kill everybody else and take the fight.
Let's see the Roshan respawn. That's exactly what the Gaimin Gladiators need to do. Go in, kill the 2 supports, maybe bait an Exorcism, then reset.
Ooh, 2 minutes on that Roche. Bouncing that Nullifier back.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But the Quick and Rage will do the trick.
They're staying. They want this tier 2. Yoragi over to the side. Side of Fist, Searing Chains. It's the chains that hit the real Naga sign. But nothing doing yet for Gaimin Gladiators after taking that tower. Being a nuisance. Just staying right there with the team. Almost feeling like he's invincible.
Glimpse back.
The glimpse back. It's on to Quinn. They have the silence. Bloodthorn was used. They'll go to the song. Exorcism. They're setting up. Healing. And now going. Quinn. Ooh, Lotus Orb. Does this help him survive?
He gets
Goes to the
out.
slide and remnants to the back lines. Yuragi. He's right there next to Quinn with BZM popping the BKB and focusing his attention on Narachio. Chase is on. With the remnant from Quinn. Again, they get the kill on a Taiga. They'll look for the Ursa. Down goes Narachio. And that's a lot of your damage. 92 seconds on the sideline. They'll look for Ace. He's trying to weave his ways through the trees on the webs that he woven before, or had weaved before. The arrow not going to help him, and Ace will go down to Misha.
Quinn dodged that Static Storm combo, but Ursa, you see, whenever he doesn't have a BKB, he does die. Like this overwhelming damage from the Exorcism and the Naga Siren. Draghi still didn't die a single time in this game. 7, 0, and 5.
Do you think he'll die at all this game? If you had to guess.
Well, you might end up the game with 0 deaths even if you lose a game, so I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Axe. Ooh, there's the axe for the Disruptor. 40 minutes. First item axe.
This is a big one. Now they can combo Static Storm with Song of the Siren. It is available, but he doesn't have Static Storm for 4 seconds.
Oh, yeah, but it's a long song.
It's gonna be there. So he can't get out of this one.
No, he cannot. So Quinn just ripped apart. And yeah, I mean, the song with the shard, 8-second song.
And has that 15 talent, extra 2 seconds on Static Storm. BZM pushing the top tower. Roshan respawned. What's it gonna be? Refresher. That's a big one. Like, Aghanim Scepter usually is better, but I think having Refresher on hero like a Dead Prophet, like they might even give it to Disruptor, so he gets 2 Static Storms.
2 Ags enhanced Static Storms. Well, that sounds pretty good. They're also almost having a refresher on Taiga.
And again, OG, they had almost 10k deficit in this game, similar to game 1, and they are coming back.
Yeah, back-to-back comebacks. So far in game number 2, it is leaning that direction. And now they've picked up Benages. If Yuragi, you thought he was hard to kill before, well, killing him twice almost seems impossible.
7,000, 8,000 gold on him. He can almost buy full Abyssal.
Radiant are scanning.
Ooh, scan hit. He's nearby, and Celery, he's in the vicinity, but I think the illusion may have even spotted the Mirana. Terraccio forward. Oh boy, song right there.
Static Storm.
Where is it? It's there. It's dropped on this Ursa. Remnant forward into a Hex. Oh, Quinn,
Into
this
a
is going to be a
cookie.
big issue for you. I don't know if you're getting out of this one. BKB on the run finds Misha. Trying to fight without the Ursa is just such a big task. 4-staff cookie, now the net, it's onto the Crystal Maiden. Here's Taiga with the overgrowth, and now they've got the kisses dropping down on the Ember Spirit. They get a kill on a Celery.
And another
Hex again on the Quinn. They will roast this pig and get the kill onto the Ember.
Dire's middle
We see the power of OG's lineup now that there is Aghanim Scepter done on Disruptor. Sleep into Static Storm, they instantly kill Ursa. He can't get the BKB off. This Aghanim Scepter on Disruptor is like top 3, most definitely in the game, what it provides.
Terraccio jumping in like that, right into the hands of the Mirana.
BCM does have a refresher, so he can refresh, get the Exo, and they can go to try to finish the game. 50 seconds without Ember Spirit and 40 seconds without Ursa. It's going to be enough. They don't have what it takes. Like, this is just going to go down so quickly.
Yeah, how do you defend against this? Well, Glyph.
20 seconds.
Hoping. They'll back up. They saw Glyph, right, guys? Not looking that way. Looking like it's probably going to be a 2-0, but Taiga jumps in. Ace, well, he's caught. He's trying to fight. and going the other way from his base. They already got the kill on a Celery, and Yuragi just wants to take the game, take the series, make it easy, get the kill. GG's called, and it's a 2-0 for OG over Gaimin Gladiators.
OG with the comeback, both of these games. Yuragi, man, on Nagastar, and he did have a bit of a slower start, but once he started to join these fights, he was really